How's it going? Thought I'd do a quick one. It's a nice day and early summer. Fair bit's changed, so let's do a quick little tour of all the areas and we'll see what we got going on. Alright, we'll start here. A little orchard area. Some new additions. Actually, I think I showed these in the last video, the Rolinias. So really there's no new additions. But everything is back to life, all except for one persimmon in the back. We got the sandpaper fig, which is doing all right, and a lot of these guavas have flower buds on them. Well, not most, maybe half have flower buds on them. This is my oldest, the Hawaiian Supreme, with again flower buds all over it. And this is also a Hawaiian Supreme, but that's got like an upright growth pattern. This one's going all over the place, but regardless, still got some flower buds. So yeah, all good on the guava front. Jaboticabas coming back nicely, new growth. This one is I think it's a large leaf. It died back a little bit because I think I didn't water it enough, but you can see there it's coming back nicely. Got the yellow Jaboticaba, heaps of new growth with heaps of new shoots on the top. The lychees, the longans, all back to life. They're doing pretty well. This one I had over there in the shade and it hasn't really popped off, so I moved this out in the sun. But all these are getting at least 8 hours of sun a day and they're doing pretty well. What do we got here? Terrible looking Hass avocado. It's because the chickens took all the dirt off the top, so there was roots exposed. Same with that one. This is the warts, but that's doing heaps better. New growth, but no fruitlets. But that's fine. What we got here? The Babaco doing alright. Definitely need to up pot it. It's just in a little pot that it came from the nursery. Got the black sapotes all woken up. One there, and the biggest one there. Didn't get any fruit set on the Chilean guavas, but they just dry out too much. They need to be in the ground ideally. The white chatut, as always, pumping along. I did a bit of a tip prune, so hopefully we'll get it to branch out a little bit. The buds are swelling up nicely. And then here we got the persimmons. This goddamn bloody Ichikajiro has still not woken up. I've just put it over here now out of the way. It doesn't get a lot of sunlight, but you'd think by now it would have woken up. So the buds have swollen up a little bit, but pretty surprising. So yeah, I'll just leave that, see what happens. But this is the Fuyu, which had a fair few flowers, but we've only got one fruit remaining. So a bit sad. I'll need to get a few more of these, I reckon. New little garden bed, got the pumpkins growing out. All this down here, I'm pretty sure is Cape gooseberry from last year. I remember last year was about spring it popped up, but this time it's coming up now. So I'm pretty sure that's it's called Facilis Cape gooseberry. So I might even make that into another garden bed just for the gooseberries. Pumpkins coming along. Sunflowers, nasturtiums, more Cape gooseberry, and this red apple. Not doing too much, but the fruit's filling up. What else we got? A little cherry guava section. Plenty of these are starting to swell up. This is probably the newest. I don't think I've got any flowers on this one yet. And this is the strawberry. Or the purple. I think it's a strawberry. I think the purple is actually a different one, but you can already see it's swelling up nicely. So that's a good one to come in autumn. And back here, all the feijoas which well, it's hard to tell, but there's a slight little bit of swelling on some of the buds, some of the fruitlets. So yeah, should be a good season for feijoas. Again, did a tip prune on this Hicks Fancy. That's just dangly and long, so I should probably even go a little bit harder with that one. We've got the white mulberry in the pot doing alright, and the red shatut, dwarf red shatut, which did have one fruit, but that's gone now. Heaps of ladybugs this year, which is weird because there's not too many aphids, but maybe there's not many aphids because of all ladybugs. I did have another, well, we have a mulberry in the pot here, but we had Frederick, the big alpha rooster, die spontaneously the other day. Walked out to him making some noises, and then his crown started going a dark red, and yeah, I think he had something stuck in his throat. So I tried to give him CPR. First time giving CPR to a chicken, but yeah, that didn't work. So I'll show you where we planted Frederick, or buried him. Just over here. We've had a lot of chicken deaths lately. We had one, the silky hen managed to hatch one egg, and then the chick escaped and ended up dying. So, but I do have two new chickens, two little bantams. But, yeah, that's just a generic black mulberry there, and the alpha rooster under there, unfortunately. Most of these trees have a dead chicken under them, which is a little bit depressing. This is what have we got here? Brown turkey, which is, well, for only two main branches, it's pretty packed. So that's exciting. We've got all these little cuttings that I've taken, a little bit green. I could be over watering them. Not sure what that one is either. Yeah, my brother's got a few varieties. The white Adriatics, Preston's Prolific, Black Genoa. Not too many fruit on these other ones. The finger lime. Let's see if I can. Oh, there you go. One little finger lime on there, which is exciting. This was a cutting I took from the customer's house about last year, and it seems to have rooted because it's getting new growth all over it. And this one here as well, which I can't even remember the name of these two. It's obviously a type of fruit on a cactus. And what else do we have? Yeah, the pollinator bed's popping. Heaps of flowers. And heaps of sunflowers. I tried to plant as many sunflowers around as I could this year, and yeah, they're just taken off. Passion fruit. Gonna have a fair few of those. Still some flowers out. That's the broody white hen who lost her little chick the other day. She was a bit depressed. This is the pond area. Disregard that, that's a whole mess. These cherry tomatoes just grow out of control. And we did have a little bird nesting in here, but I think the Indian miner birds got to it and killed the egg, so that was a little blackbird nesting in there. Pond area is doing pretty good. Just brought all these plants that the chickens destroy. Usually brought them in here for some protection. Got the fish. The goldfish are bloody growing massive in size. Got to feed them every day now. Got the tamarillo with fruit, sunflowers, pumpkin, these squash. Just planted a tomato back here this morning. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I suppose you just fry them up. Another pumpkin and an unnamed berry, which didn't really take off too well, but it's doing alright now. And yeah, I think I did have one berry on this. There we go. I'll try it anyway. Oh, there we go. I think that's the English gooseberry. Disgusting. Definitely needs to be up potted into a bigger pot. Alright, so that's the pond area in the orchard. And I'll show you some new garden beds that we've done as well. Okay, so this is the pepino in one of the garden beds. Should be a good year. I'm just trying to propagate these and put them everywhere. Just a good year-round fruit to have. Got some capsicums in there. Got a fig. What do they call it? Loofahs. We've got 2 areas where we've planted loofahs, so hopefully they'll grow up there and we'll get some loofahs. Another little bed. This was a compost area, so it's basically a hugelculture method we've done here. So just crushed everything down, put soil on top and planted out a few things. So we've got some okra, capsicum, tomato, a few little flower seeds I've put in there, cantaloupe. So that's the newest one. And then over here we just planted a bunch of carrots, beetroot and corn at the back. So that's the garden bed area. Took the bushy mulberry out of the pot because it was just going backwards, and stuck it in the ground here. It was a massive dirt pit, so I just thought, why not put a tree? So mulberries bloody everywhere. Got our tomato plants doing alright. So that's not pretty good. I forgot the name of this one, but this one's a beefsteak. So they're gonna look pretty cool. What else we got? This is a work in progress. Need to get mulch on this. I ended up cutting back the English. I forget which one this was. What is it? Oh, Higgs Fancy as well. Okay. So yeah, cut that down. So hopefully that bushes out near the fence. Tomatoes growing on the fence line. And then new pepino bed. These are in pots, so just cut them back a little bit, and yeah, hopefully it'll grow up the wall. What else we got? Guava, not doing too well here, not enough sunlight. A few little raspberries, massive bloody white mulberry, and I stopped watering the silverberry, so I think they're starting to go backwards, but still getting a few berries. And a pear which has rooted itself into the ground, which isn't too bad. It should survive once I rip it out anyway. Alright, oh, and we got another pollinator bed full of I forget these now, calendulums maybe, mostly sunflowers. And this area hasn't gone too well. We've tried to grow climbing pumpkins and cucumbers, so that's all we've got so far. And then this one, a few capsicums and loofah as well. So I think it was just bad soil with these two, but hopefully by the end of summer that'll go right up there and it'll be a nice archway. Broken eucalyptus, trying to push back, but still surviving up there. And this neglected, what do we call it? Pepino, Tamarillo, sorry. Despite the small pot and lack of nutrients, we've still got heaps of little fruitlets. So yes, that's the quick little garden update. Bit of work to do. I try and leave this grass around all the edges because it just prevents the pots drying out too quick. Well, the pot's doing alright. Alrighty, well until next time guys, have a good one and happy gardening.